all-rounder, bowls some spin, good fielder, good player to have in the side. The concern for the Wolves here, Ed, is they're 52 for 4, and now perhaps the Jaguars' best bowlers into the attack.
That's a fantastic point, and this is the conversations that you have as a batting unit. You're batting and you're thinking, right, Spencer Johnson, we need to neutralize him, but if we get on top of him, we capitalize against him, but don't lose wickets because they've still got the wrist spin to come. And when he comes on, he tries too much, or he's nullified. But in this particular situation, the pressure is firmly on the batting side, and now he can sort of dictate the variations on this pitch.
That's a good point. He doesn't have to go searching for wickets right now. He can just get into his work, bowl some dots, the odd single, force him to take a chance. You know de Grandhomme will want to get after him as well. It's that sort of matchup. De Grandhomme does not have a lot of respect for spinners, shall we say.
Yeah, grew up with him. He just, from under 13, under 14, under 16, Colin, all he wanted to do was just smash the bowling. Moved across to New Zealand, and he's been fantastic for them.
He's got the highest score so far this season for the Brampton Wolves of 56. Interesting that 5 players in their batting lineup have scored so far in the competition between 50 and 97 runs. 97 as your top score is not a lot, but the scores have been sort of shared around without anyone really dominating. Today, they need de Grandhomme to stand up. At the moment, he's just happy noodling the ball around. Just picking his spots. Going to come back for 2 good running, put pressure on the fielder. Nice.
I really like that. There's no mid-wicket inside the 30-yard circle, so the field is placed deep on the onside, so it's more about the placement. You hit it in between the gap, and on that occasion you look at the intention, getting back for the second because it's placed so wonderfully. Even though the midfield happens, 2 was always on.
Oh, in the air, not far away from the bowler. lamichhane just pulled his length back a touch and it sat up.
Just held up in the surface and the hands went. And luckily for Colin de Grandhomme, didn't go to hand. Just there, he has to check his shot, and then the wrists break. Hands open.
And again, back to back. It's almost an exact replay. De Grandhomme's push go.
lamichhane here thinking, well, I need to give it some air. I'll bowl my stock delivery on 2 occasions. He's teed it up perfectly for Colin de Grandhomme. 2 full and capitalized.
Shorter, that's good from de Grandhomme. Excellent cricket. 2 boundaries, keeps rotating the strike with a single. Pressure is on the bowler now.
The thing I like about those 2 boundaries, as we've spoken about, yes, it's full, yes, there are the leggies, but he's played the low percentage shot. The ball's turning away from him. He knows he can target cover, and he did well on 2 occasions.
Full again. No real risk to either of those shots, which is impressive.
But what we've seen is that there seems to be a force. Do I need to hit that down the ground, or do I need to play against the turn? Go with the flow and go with the right options.
It's going down leg, but produces a dot. Not sure it was picked by de Grandhomme either.
Now this is a much better over. Gone for 10. It's positive. It gets that little bit of momentum that we've been asking for from the Wolves. We found it very difficult.
Nicely played. A good over, a much needed over for the Brampton Wolves.
Back into the attack, and Colin de Grandhomme feasted on him in his last over, pumped him through the covers. Will the young man from Nepal give it any flight? Long side, leg side as well, so it's not a bad end for Sandip to come from both from that end earlier on. I think this is an opportunity, because you don't want to be leaving yourself to get too many off Spencer Johnson at the back end. We've seen how good he is.
Yes, indeed. We have Chima on strike here now.
So Chima almost has to go here. He's 1 from 2. Almost has to take a bit of a punt here and say, I'm going to try and take on the leg spinner down the ground.
Oh, you heard you, Niall? He got some bat on it, but is it enough? There's a fielder there. It is. It's a 6. First strike to the Wolves.
Well, the ball boy, little Jimmy down there, the ball boy, went for a diving catch. Sandip, first ball the over, went into the surface to Chima. He went a little bit slower into the air, Chima. Well, this is the right option. Really good option for Chima. Just carries the fence. Had to go here, Chima. Had to take the responsibility. Now have a look at this. Tall man on the boundary. Young man, no!
There's a dot, then a single. Interesting the ball boy just missed it. There is cash on hand for the crowd if you catch it full in the crowd here at the TD Cricket Arena. Brampton Sports Park, not for you, young man. You're a member of the troops.
Well, I'm going to get over there. Mid-innings break. Bit of catching practice for the youth.
Oh, and this is clubbed down the ground, but there is a fielder there to stop just the single in the end. So 9 off the over so far, 1 to ball.
Well, Dylan Halinger in the deep. You always get your tall men on the ropes. Oh, I tell you what, the youngster Sandip, you were let down by the ball boy.
He wanted to stop there, didn't he, Sandip? Yeah, respectful end to the over. 16 gone. Wolves 102 for 5.